Transformational lawyer, and most people don't know what that means, but wasn't always a transformational lawyer. My story is kind of an origin story of how I came from being a typical lawyer to someone who sees himself as a conscious conflict engagement coach. And it comes in two parts. One is meeting the most significant inspiration in my life, my wife, and the second was the death of my daughter Andrea, and the impact that those two events had on my life. I see myself as this conscious conflict engagement coach as opposed to simply a lawyer, largely because of the personal growth I've gone through over the last 28 years since Andrea's death. And it took a shocking event like that, I think, to force me to wake up and learn to live by choice. I mean, Jack's E+R=O formula has been a guiding principle in my life for years, learning to live from choice. When I was in my early 30s, I met Heidi and my wife, who at that point in time was in her early 20s. And one of the things she said to me early on was she believed that the lives we live are the results of the choices we make. And I'd never heard anyone say anything like that before. And taking on that as a belief totally transformed my life. Choosing to live from choice. So when I was really interesting, I mean, Jeffrey was talking about his conditions of satisfaction. I see myself as living a life as a powerful, loving, and compassionate, kind human being. And I've learned to use that as a price of entry for people into my life. I look for people who are also powerful, loving, compassionate, and kind. And choosing to surround myself with other people who are powerful, loving, compassionate, and kind has totally transformed my life. I live in paradise on the Monterey Peninsula. I'm married to the woman of my dreams. I have these three amazing children. One's been an angel for 28 years, and I absolutely love what I do. Most lawyers hate their lives because they live in this constant state of aggression and resentment and anger, and I don't. And my clients who actually choose to come into my sphere and work with me learn to grow from their conflict. You know, I have this belief that conflict is an inevitable part of being human, but how we choose to engage in conflict, that's a choice that we can make. And if we choose to engage in conflict with love and compassion and empathy and kindness and gratitude, the O is totally different. The event may be the same, but how we choose to respond to that event really does transform the outcome in our lives. And that's what Jack taught us. And that's, I believe, what we have the opportunity to teach others. And that's why I was really grateful when Angie invited me to participate in this project so that I could maybe have the opportunity to get that little message out into the world a little bit better to a larger audience. Thank you, Angie. Thank you so much.